Oh man, this is a lot of materials. I'm so hungry now. I'm gonna starve to death if I don't get something to eat. Oh, dude, I'm so psyched to go try out this new crab place that we built last episode. It should just be right over here. Oh yeah, Crab Shack. Let's go check it out. Oh hey, I was like, what the heck are you doing here? You were supposed to be helping me terraform, but you're here? What's going on?
Oh, well, we're always at irons, so I thought I'd just pick up a job.
Okay. Let me get a,
Are you okay? Do you want a menu?
Nah, I'm good. Just, let me get a, let me try.
Let me know when you're ready.
Let me get the catch of the day with the Granny Apple Smith glaze and the pinto bean side.
All right, 5 iron, please.
All right, order for apples. Apples, your order is ready.
Yay, yippee, thank you. Oh, yummy, dude. Oh, dang, it really is only one pinto bean for the side. Well, I guess thanks. This is so good, but oh my gosh, that is not so good. I wonder when Bean gets off so she can actually help me. What's up, Internet? I'm Apples.
And I'm beans.
And welcome back to our survival world. That food was so yummy and good. But you know what's not good? That. This is so bad. But before we get to this, I want to recap what we did in the last episode and why this matters now all of a sudden. So we built this wonderful wharf. It's very nice. It's very lovely. It's very immersive. I really, really like it. There's a lot of areas where you can get a good lookout. You can come to the edge at the railing and see the ocean and feel the breeze in your hair, and it's all really great. But then you have this very ugly view. You have the storage system, which is the redstone abomination. And all these towers here. You got this wool line that's literally been there for I don't know, maybe a month or something. You guys have been watching us for a little bit now. You'll know that I've just been postponing this for so long.
Every time we've started to try to work on the area, we've somehow got really sidetracked and completed other areas.
Yeah, that's so real. We started and finished the entire desert before we started this. If we fly over here, Bean's boat, I can kind of explain further why I have not worked on this or kind of put it off for the longest time. Over here to the right, we have this coastal town. It's very lovely. There's lots of trees. The terrain is really, really nice. It's got all these darks and greens and browns and light grays. It's super in-depth and immersive. But then over here, you have a lot of just green and coral and tuff and maybe some acacia sprinkled in there. I did that terraforming before I even started this YouTube channel, so it's a little outdated. I kind of want to keep it though, or maybe not completely keep it. I'll definitely make some altercations to it. It's it's OG, so it holds a place in my heart. And then over here, we'll walk through the woods in this very pleasant area. And make our way over here. It's not bad. The shaping and stuff is not bad. But I kind of want to bring some of the techniques that we use over here, bring them over here to kind of blend the two together. Because they're gonna look kind of weird if we just have free cam. If we have the two just merged together and maybe divided by the river, it'll look kind of funny. So my plan, I think I'm just gonna start over here on this side. I'm gonna start taking aspects from this terrain, bringing them over here, blending them in with the rocks over here. This house, I think I low-key just completely copied that from Pinterest. I don't know, 8 months ago or something, and Bean actually despises this house. She thinks it's super ugly, which is kind of funny. So we definitely have to give this thing a makeover. As you know, in the intro, I actually have all of the materials ready. So let's just jump right into that. we may have gotten just a little bit overboard with that building, but oh my gosh, does it look absolutely beautiful or what in between these two hills? I love it. It looks pretty inviting, honestly. It's like it looks nice and cozy, nice little cozy cottage. But if we kind of walk around here, past the chicken, through the woods, you get a beautiful view of this place. But oh my gosh, it's still a beautiful view, but it does not look very inviting, does it? Fly into the boat, which is pretty funny that we're using this thing as a center point for literally everything now. It's hilarious. Oh my god, chicken. Look, it's a landslide. It's a landslide because maybe they built this house on not the most sturdy point and it gave away and just got destroyed. And I think that's pretty cool. Everyone needs ruins and old, rustic, broken down, abandoned builds in their world because it really like helps bring the world to life and it feels lived in. Like passage of time is actually happening. I think that's pretty cool. But Bean actually had this wonderful idea.
Yeah, we were thinking about what to put over here at this wheat field because we had that little weird square house there before. I just threw it out there. I'm like, what if there was like a natural disaster? What if there was like a landslide or something?
Like a tornado.
Oh, I wasn't thinking about that. I was thinking about landslide. So I planted the seed in Apple's head, and he kind of took the idea and ran with it and actually did most of the build. I just love how it looks like it was built on this hill, but maybe this hill wasn't really sturdy, and it's just completely collapsing, and there's bits of the roof, like, in the landslide, and, like, it's taken the wall with it. It just looks so great. I also love how it's kind of slouching towards one side. Maybe, like, this part of the hill is next to collapse. Really great detail.
Thank you. Yeah, couldn't have done it without you because I did not have the idea. But as goopy as it looks from over here, let's fly over here and we can explore a little bit more of the area. We're walking down the path. Whoa, very pretty house. But where's the trail? And if you kind of wander your way through here, through the undergrowth, the trail kind of makes its appearance. We have this little stone cobble wall and it's circumnavigating the entire wheat field. It's kind of, it's seen better days. The, forest is kind of taking it over and I didn't want to like attach this part of the path to that part because, this building is abandoned and, this is not seeing that much foot traffic anymore. And as you can see, foliage is definitely coming back. But if we kind of get a little closer, I really like the block palette and everything about this build. When you're really close to it, you can definitely tell that it's decrepit. We got the missing fence, missing windows. It's like got chunks missing out of it. I absolutely love it.
I love that, like, when you approach it, it gets more and more, like, disheveled looking. Because, like, there's more detail the closer you get. And then, so, like, imagine you're, like, a passerby and you're like, oh, yay, a friendly cottage. And then you walk up, it's like, ooh, this is kind of creepy. Then you come in, you round the corner, and boom. We get this scary skeleton and
yeah, I got that
lady painting. I've never seen this in my life. I had like a fun little idea to maybe put like a few candles dimly lit and then skull, scary, kind of hard to notice, but once you notice it definitely gives that ominous feeling along with like the lady and like the what even is this? Is she in like a hot spring or something?
Yeah, dude, you got the skeleton chilling in the jacuzzi, dude, with the lady, dude.
Why do you think the skeleton's in the jacuzzi?
I love jacuzzi so much. He's just having a soak with his girl, man.
Oh,
okay. But if we head inside a little bit more, I really like the floor. The floor is like, oh, it kind of fell down here. But we have all of these like fence gates and these trapdoors because maybe the floor is splintering off and the ocean is slowly devouring it. I really, really like that. And then we have like, more chunks of the roof and then even some stone from the ceiling and maybe the surrounding walls. And also, I really dig this hearth we got here. Trapdoors and the spooky, scary fire.
Yeah, definitely adds to the ambiance. I love how it's like difficult to traverse in here because it feels like you aren't really supposed to be in here.
Yeah, that's a pretty good way to put it. And then also in here, we got the foliage, kind of nature retaking the area. And then up here, we got the big hole with the fence gates. I really like how this turned out. Got some pale moss hanging out. Also, the floor is totally destroyed as well. Maybe there's a wall right here, like Bean said, and then this was a central point of the construction. This gave out, and the whole entire thing went with it.
And you'll notice that inside, this wall is much darker, and that's because when you view it from outside, it makes the whole house dark inside. So you have that contrast between this like light gray of like the exterior, and then it really makes the interior look like dark and disheveled and like just different, so it doesn't blend in and just look like a wall.
That was like a super, super nice thing you told me to do, and it actually turned out so well. We also did quite a bit of terraforming. And for all the new viewers, we actually have a pretty sweet way of getting up there. So I gotta eat first. Oh my gosh.
I was so hungry.
Yeah, golden carrots, yummy. That apples and beans, pinto bean, foyer thing I had earlier this morning was also pretty good. Thank you so much. But if we head up this trail here, it's pretty lovely. You know, you cross this nice little bridge. You got the water horse down there. Walk up this tunnel. You got some ruins. It's very pretty. Head up even more. You start to enter the tree line and stuff. It's super sweet. And then you pop out here, and then it's like, whoa, look at this beautiful view. I'm way up here now. It's super sweet. You got the house right here now poking through, and then you get some nice vistas of the coastal town. And also, if you've ever been hiking, you know, you go up switchbacks, and I really like that as you continue switchbacking up the mountain, you know, you're not the same level with the trees. You're in the trees fully. We have that going on right here. The trees are planted, you know, way down there. Oh, shulker box down there too. And we're just like in the middle of the trees.
I'm hungry too now.
Yummy. And if I pop into free cam real quick, you'll also notice that we did a lot of blending. You know, this was like the grassy knoll, and we needed to blend the stony with the grassy. I think, you know, we did a pretty good job here, you know, just sprinkling in some dirt in certain spots. And then I also thought if we planted trees all over this entire hill, it would kind of look a little funny. So we decided to, thanks for sleeping, we decided to plant the trees in little clusters, and I think it turned out really, really well. And as we continue to expand this, we'll put trees probably in little clusters as well. And speaking of trees, we come just right over here. This is a perfect spot for a tree. I think a huge oak, you know, leading over the soon-to-be waterfall. You know it's a waterfall because it's got the dark, dark rock going on. Hill tip, yes. And it's good, like roots are in this rock, and maybe he's the one causing this house to be destroyed.
And here we can observe the American white pelican soaring in its signature V formation. These magnificent migratory birds are extremely social and travel together as they make their journey south for the winter. By traveling in this formation, they can take advantage of wind updrafts, dramatically saving energy for their long flights. They will occasionally take turns switching leaders of the formations as well. These beautiful birds have a tremendous wingspan, commonly reaching 9 feet or 2.5 meters. Instead of plunge diving like the brown pelican, these birds will land in the water to hunt for fish from the water's surface, sometimes observed to steal other smaller birds' catches as they are not the most agile hunters. When we take a closer look, you'll notice that these birds are only 3 blocks long, making them an accurate size from a distance. Using a horizontal lightning rod to get that signature beak color while keeping the beak slender was a game changer for coming up with the design. Another key feature is the upside down stare opposed to a full block. That way the fullness of the chest was properly portrayed. Let's let these fascinating birds continue their migration and check out what Apples is doing.
Thank you so much, Bean. I am now the Pelican expert. I know exactly everything about them.
I know so much about birds. I love the birds.
You do love the birds. Speaking of birds, not even speaking of birds, what am I saying? Speaking of trees, check out this guy. This guy is absolutely stunning. We did a ton of terraforming as well, and we'll get to that in a little bit, but I just want to show you guys this tree. Because this tree is some of my best work, I'm not gonna lie. I'm definitely getting better as a oak tree builder. Oak trees are so much more difficult to build than pines. They're so much more complicated. There's a lot more going on. Check this guy out. I love how he's in the rock here, and he's got the roots coming out, and he's branching out over the creek. There's gonna be a creek there in a little bit. Bean's gonna cook that up because I can't.
I'm so excited.
Yeah, dude, it's gonna be sick. It's gonna look so good. The branch is just going and it's splitting at the top. I really dig how this guy looks. He's based on a live canyon oak, and the guys over there on the peninsula next to the hostel are coastal live oaks. And they turned out pretty good. I think they're a little messy with the tuff and the oak and all of that stuff. And this guy's much more clean looking. And I also did the branches correct. They're all branching out from the one central trunk, and I really, really dig the look of that. And also, as you guys saw during the montage, when I was building it, I left it at a point and it was just branches. There's no leaves on this guy, and it looked really, really cool. And I think as the year progresses, IRL, the year progresses, and it starts to get cooler out, and as it gets closer and closer to fall, I think removing the leaves on this tree will kind of add some more, breathe some more life into our world, and I think that would be really, really cool. This guy in particular, just because he's such a main focal point, he's right next to this house. He's actually complementing the house, or maybe the house is complementing him. Who knows? But yes, I really, really like this tree, and hopefully, Bean and I can continue to branch out our tree building skills and get better and build way more different species and all of that. But I really, really like this guy. He looks good from all angles as well. Like if we're over here and we're looking this way, the shape is super sweet. It's not a perfect sphere because trees aren't perfect spheres. They got holes and they got air holes. And
Another thing that I love about the tree is how its like roots are sticking out of the rock. Almost like the tree has been here so long. It's like this is like the tree's rock. It's not like the tree is growing here. It's like the tree is part of the land. And I like how maybe since the roots are so strong, it's breaking through the rock, maybe the cause of the landslide for destroying the house could be from the tree, because the tree is so big and taking over so much of the area.
Dude, yeah, that's some cool world building lore
Unintentional,
right there,
but
not gonna lie.
kind of fun.
Moving on, we also did a ton of terraforming. We didn't finish this because that's a lot of terraforming, and we didn't detail it up because that's a lot of detailing. We did place a ton of blocks. Starting over here, we have this very large cliff. I really dig these two black streaks, pulling their way up the wall. I really, really like how that looks. And then also on the topic of world building, we have this very large bowl shape going on. And I really, really dig that because, maybe thousands of years ago, there was like a glacier here and he's carving this out and, he's leaving behind all sorts of scars in the rock and stuff. I did that with some stairs and some random places, but I think that looks quite nice. And then also the shape of this is also kind of conducive to glacial melt and all of that kind of good stuff, receding glaciers, and I quite dig that. And we also have like a chunk taken out of the wall right here. We did this on stream. You should like and subscribe to get notified for streams and help support the channel because we greatly appreciate it.
Yeah, what does the hole look like to you? Someone said it looked like Squidward. Comment if you see the Squidward, because I don't see the Squidward.
Yeah, I don't see the Squidward. I see like a trilobite kind of thing.
What even is that?
That's like a little thing, little buggy looking thing. I really dig the colors we have going on the terrain. We have little pieces of green moss making their way up the hill, maybe because there's like springs underneath the ground and in certain places the water's flowing down and water makes things green. I really, really like that. Speaking of springs, up here I'm going to put some grass in this little area on top of the muddy mangrove roots to kind of emphasize the flowing and passage of time with water and stuff staining the rocks. And also, as far as the block palette goes, I think we did a pretty good job of blending the two together. We have some green on this hill, some green on this hill, and then we have a good amount of green on here. And also sprinkle more green up there. And I think that will, make the transition between the two areas pretty seamless. And then also, I wanted to get the dirt into here, and I'm using the coral and the dripstone and then the granite to just make that blend from the gray, the dark gray to the brown, like super, and make it a super smooth transition because we need that.
Yeah, the coral has like almost a reddish hint to it, which complements the dripstone really well. I never noticed it until I was seeing them next to each other with the tuff.
Yeah, dude, it's a pain in the arse to mine, but that's a-okay. But you also might be noticing, why is there no detail? The only detail here is a little bit of marsh over here. There's no trees, there's no rocks, there's no foliage, there's no grass, there's no water in the waterfall. And that's so sad. There's also there's nothing. It looks alright because the terrain is good, but I think it doesn't look great because there's no foliage, and foliage and that stuff really breathes life into an area. But we're gonna have to leave you on a cliffhanger.
Oh,
cliffhanger, get it? Because the cliff behind me.
Oh, that's so clever. What the heck?
And yeah, so we're gonna leave you guys on a cliffhanger, and you'll just have to wait for next episode. So yes, like and subscribe. Cue the outro.
Hey, you made it to the outro. Thanks for watching. We appreciate you. Let's take a look at some builds made by our very talented Discord members. If you're interested in joining our Discord and having a chance to get your build featured at the end of the next video, the link is in the description. We're super active on the Discord and we want to get to know you. Our Discord is also a great place to get feedback on your builds, ask for ideas, share reference pictures, and hang out. So if that sounds like something you're interested in, again, link is in the description.
If you liked what you saw in this vid, like and subscribe. It really helps us out. We are now switching to Patreon memberships instead of channel memberships. If you're already a channel member, no worries. Patreon memberships will be getting all the same benefits as you. Patreon allows us to streamline the membership process on our end and on your end, so we appreciate it. Speaking of memberships, becoming a Patreon member gains you access to the world download and other perks. Thanks for watching. We appreciate all of you.
Goodbye, Internet.